Do you want to know how to write every chapter with purpose? If so, stick around because today, via a writing prompt, I'm showing you how to write your chapters with purpose. And if you don't know me, I'm Octavia D. Mason, giving practical writing tips to beginner writers, resources to build a strong novel, and confidence to write your story. Without further delay, let's get to the video. The writing prompt for today goes as this. A man dressed in a baby blue three-piece suit is walking along a Georgia street on a hot summer day. Why? The writing prompt tip that I have to go along with this writing prompt is this. An author must write every scene or every chapter with purpose. So, are you ready for my response to this writing prompt? Of course you are. Let's get to it. Alright, here is my response to the writing prompt. Let's go. He knew once the trek began, sweating would be inevitable and merciless. The creases his forehead created gave pause to the streams of perspiration for a few seconds. He cherished those seconds. Tugging at the tie snugly encasing his neck, he smiled. Yes, it was a steamy Georgia morning. Yes, he walked along the street with nothing shielding him from the sun but this layered baby blue suit, a suit that smothered more than protected. Did he regret any of it? No. Today was special, and he'd trumped through snow and splashed through rain just to get there on time. A glance at his watch told him he needed to hurry. Undoing his jacket's middle button, he put his marathon training to use, running the next 5 minutes without ceasing. Finally, coming to a stop, he looked to the brick building and spared another look at his watch. He made it. Adjusting the tie and buttoning his suit, he ran a hand over his ebony waves and stepped through the entrance. Following the signs taped to the walls, he entered the auditorium with a proud grin. Yes, indeed. Today was special, and he wasn't going to miss a second of it. He moved along the aisle to the front row, found the spot reserved for him, and lowered his 6-foot frame into the seat. His eyes glistened, not from the reflection of the stage's lights, but from tears of joy. At the sound of his name, he turned to the little girl sneaking away from her teacher. Unfiltered delight brightened her honey-dipped face. You're wearing it. Standing, he spun around for her to take in the suit in all its glory. When my baby girl says baby blue's her lucky color, then best believe I'm showing up in blue. Her toothy grin sparkled as much as the glittery tutu she wore. My friend said you weren't going to make it, but I knew you would. Of course I was going to make it. A little car trouble wasn't going to stop me. He tilted his head toward her orating class. Now go out there and show Daddy what you can do. Her nod was laced with confidence, and she pressed away with an ear-to-ear grin. Settling into the seat, he watched as the lights faded into a dim glow and listened as the music rose from the surround sound speakers. As his little girl tiptoed onto the stage, spinning and twirling to the classical song, he smiled once more. The torturous heat, rivers of sweat, and the unexpected walk were worth it all. He pulled at the cuffs of his baby blue suit and happily watched his daughter's first ballerina performance. The writing prompt tip recommended that I write with planned purpose, which is what I'm suggesting you do when writing your chapters. But in order for you to write with planned purpose, you must first understand your chapter's end goal. This can be done by finding out what your character wants. What is it that your character wants to have accomplished by the end of the chapter? Or is there a point that your character is trying to get across from themselves to someone else? Or what emotions should your readers have gotten from the characters by the end of the chapter? For me, in this writing prompt, the end goal revolved around what my character wanted. He wanted to get to his daughter's first ballerina performance on time while wearing her lucky color. The end goal for this chapter was simple, but because I knew what my character wanted, I was able to plan the chapter accordingly. In every chapter, your character or characters have a goal. Your job as the author is not only to know what that goal is, but to learn how to start and end every chapter with that goal in mind. Let's recap our practical writing tip for today. It goes as this. A powerful and an effective chapter is a chapter written with the goal in mind. Once you do this, you'll be writing your chapters with more purpose and with a little bit less stress. Hey lovely people, I hope you enjoyed this video on how to write your chapters with purpose. If you found this writing prompt video helpful, be sure to check out my Writing Prompts with ODM playlist right here on this channel. And as always, if you love this video, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. And if you want more content just like this, be sure to check out all my other videos on practical writing tips for beginner writers and hit that notification bell for weekly videos just like this one. And if you want a free guide on creating realistic book characters, head on over to my website at OCTAVIADMason.com and join my newsletter. Again, I'm Octavia D. Mason, giving you the best practical writing tips, resources to build a strong novel, and confidence to write your story. See you in the next video. Peace.